laws of men. Oh no, the laws of gods and men.
The laws of gods and men. The laws of gods and men.
The laws of gods and men.
The laws, the
It's
laws,
like,
the laws, the laws, the laws of gods and men.
I was gonna say it's like we're in a Willy Wonka or something.
Or Wizard
I
of
believe
Oz.
that's the Wizard of Oz.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
Today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 4, Episodes 5 and 6. I already forgot the names. We were just singing about them, and I forgot.
First of his name.
First of his name.
And then I'm not telling you the next one because you need to sing it.
I don't know, so.
What is happening? The laws of gods.
The laws of gods and men.
Yeah.
The laws of gods and men. The
There it
laws, the
is.
laws, the laws, the laws, the laws of gods and men. Yeah, so today we're talking about Game of Thrones.
Like, how many people do you think already turned us off?
Oh, the second I said, what are the names of the episodes? Like,
Yeah.
these guys
What?
don't know about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
These guys are horrible.
So I got before we get into it, I got a question for Hess and Hess only.
Fine, I'll turn around.
Do you want to do your segment before Game of Thrones, in the middle of Game of Thrones, like between the episodes, or at
I
the
think
end?
we just get it out. Just get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way now.
You have a segment?
So do you remember last week? Hess said he's gonna watch a movie, and you're like, "Oh man, I'll give you a movie, motherfucker." And you told me to watch Fletch 2. He watched Fletch 1.
That's not Fletch 2. So you can't even follow instructions?
Dude, I wanted to watch them both, but I didn't have the time. I was like, yeah.
It was your idea.
I
You said,
know.
give me a movie.
I know.
Give me a
How
movie.
It's funny
how are you
because
gonna give me,
What
how are
happened?
you gonna give me a
Hold on, they're
fucking-
picking up to the podcast.
So much help around here.
She's out of control.
Phoebe's out of control.
There's a
All right, we're back.
pig
Talking
running
about
rampant.
Fletch.
Yes, yes,
What
y'all.
the fuck happened to my headphones?
Yeah, I figured I watched the first one, and then I was gonna watch the second one, and like I said, I just ran out of time.
It's funny because you
I
told
can't
him
watch
last
the second
podcast.
one before I watch the first one.
You told him last podcast to watch Fletch, and then the next day he texted me like, "Is this the movie?" And I was like, "Yeah." His ass, we should really do it. I was like, "Yeah, that might be funny." So then that day you come home to watch Game of Thrones, and you were like, "Who the fuck's watching Fletch? That's so random. Like, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Gee, I don't know." And he asked me today, like, "Do you think Nick will catch on?" Like, it would be funny if he did. I was like, "Oh no, he knows someone watched it, but he doesn't know it was you because
Yeah.
he can't remember something he said last week."
Well, I also said Fletch 2.
Well, I thought you would catch on
It's
that
not
he did
even
that.
called Fletch 2. It's
Well,
called Fletch Lives.
We know he said Fletch lives, I believe.
Yeah, but
I,
well, okay, it's not called Die Hard 2. It's called Die Harder, but it's still everyone calls it Die
Yeah.
Hard 2.
right,
Is
right.
your window open?
Yeah. Should I close it? Or?
Yeah. Well, what do you think of Fletch?
Well, he'll talk about it while I.
I mean, I thought it was fine. I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie. It wasn't the worst movie. It was.
You thought Fletch was fine?
Yeah, I mean, it kept me.
To be
entertained.
honest, I don't remember Fletch, so I don't know.
It's literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, I liked how sarcastic he was, like with pretty much anything and everything.
You read the books, right?
I've read them, yeah. Oh, yeah, I have them. They're on my Kindle or my iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a little disappointing, but I did say Fletch too.
So next week, are you gonna watch Fletch 2 and you'll update us on what that is?
Sure, absolutely.
So do you wanna-
I'll watch Fletch 2 this
Are they
week.
Do you
both
wanna-
on HBO?
Yeah, they're both on HBO Go.
Yeah, they
I
both are.
did not know that.
Because I was like I was looking at I was gonna rent it on Amazon for $2.99, and I was like, you know what? I go, let me just check all the other fucking platforms.
Yeah, that would probably be the way to go
Yeah.
before you.
And sure as shit, it was on fucking HBO Go. I'm like, no fucking way. Like, what are the fucking odds?
So tell us the story of Fletch.
Pretty much he's a newspaper writer. He's like investigating some illegal drug activity, and then some rich guy asks him or tells him he wants to murder him.
Yeah.
That's the whole
Yeah.
story, basically.
Yeah,
much.
pretty much.
So he did pretty well.
Because he then investigates the guy. Yeah.
If you were gonna
Yeah,
give him a
and
score,
then-
like
and then-
of his school.
Well,
I mean, I watched the movie.
no, he definitely watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the little scene where he like dozes off and he's watching the Laker game.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
He's like, and now coming to the court, 6'5", 6'9" with the afro. That's pretty funny.
So for next week, should he watch Fletch 2, or should we, throughout the podcast, think of his next movie that he needs to watch?
Let's think of it because honestly, like Fletch, I know by heart.
And
I don't know Fletch 2 by heart.
Okay.
That's funny though. I mean,
I kind of like
I'm
that.
semi-impressed.
As
that
if
you
we
watched
don't
Fletch.
as if we don't run out of time enough. Now we're adding a new segment.
In typical fashion, though, like as
You
soon
said-
as soon as you said, "Well," and then I was catching on, and then I thought about the HBO Go thing, and I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, that's motherfucker," but I never even said that.
For anybody wondering, if you're hearing screaming, we're not murdering a little girl. There is a pig running through the house.
Well, she's not really
Our
running through the
pet
house.
pig.
She's just like,
She's just banging on
Screaming.
my door.
Yeah, standing outside the door.
Just I don't want anybody to listen to this think there's someone being murdered in the back of the house or doing a podcast.
You never know.
That being said, though, you want to get into the episode?
okay,
Episode 5.
We probably
Name
should, yeah.
something.
first of his name.
First of his name.
First of his name.
Do you know why it's titled that?
Because, no.
Because Tommen's first of his name. He's
Oh, okay, yeah.
so I wrote down spoiler. Tommen's king.
Were you
That's how it's-
surprised by
yeah.
that? You're like, oh, they weren't lying. He is king.
Every time they crowned him and they said, "Long live the king," I thought, you think Hess right now is going, Jerome, Jesus.
I honestly didn't remember it.
It's funny.
Yeah,
we
obviously.
were talking about. I was like, so Hess didn't remember something that happened in episode 5, but he's talked every week about Tywin dying, and that's like
I
in the
know.
finale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would feel like everyone is going to remember that.
I guess yeah, but
Yeah.
Tommen being
I
king is
mean,
still pretty
it's
important.
a pretty significant.
I think the funny
piece that happens, you know.
Yeah, but the funny part is that you thought we were spoiling something for you that you'd already seen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was the ironic part where we're like,
just a
what the
little bit of
and it took us a se-
overreaction.
It took us
Yeah,
a
me and you
second
both were like, what?
because we've said other stuff that's been kind of close, and like it just went right over your head or you ignored it, and then
Yeah.
we say something that's not even a spoiler, and you're like, what the fuck?
I try to ignore a lot.
We can tell.
Yeah.
But in that scene, is that when it goes to Cersei and I'm spacing on Marjorie?
Yeah.
I actually liked their conversation a little bit.
Yeah, Cersei was actually
She was trying to be nice. It was like the bitchiest person trying to be nice.
she
Well,
was
she thought it was funny until the very end.
Yeah.
yeah. I liked when she's like, do I call you sister or mother?
And then that
Yeah,
look
she
at the
don't-
end,
she
she
don't
was
like
like,
that.
"Oh fuck."
She's still like Joffrey's her first kid. She loves him, but
Yeah.
now she's Tom is the
Yeah,
only one
I
she
would-
has left.
She didn't
Yeah.
have a choice.
Because
Yeah.
her daughter's not dead, but she's gone. So basically,
Well, Taylor went to London. I didn't think she was dead.
She was basically dead to you.
God.
And she's not a,
London,
but like
London.
she can't use her for anything, so she's dead to her.
Well, she can come
she just,
back.
She just talk about her later, but
She's talking about her in the next episode.
it's like when a character leaves a show, but like, oh, they're going to London. You know, they're basically dead, killed off the show.
Has he lost his mind?
I
Well,
think you know what I
little
mean, and you're just like against me.
I get where he's coming from, but
yeah.
yeah.
But he's taking it a little too far,
I'll take you a little too far.
probably. So that's all. Yeah. So he's king. Marjorie's like, oh yeah, I guess I want to be queen. I haven't even thought about it.
I know. Which
Yeah.
is literally
What a-
the scene after Joffrey dying. She was like, "So am I still queen?"
yeah.
To her mom.
Well, and then she
Or her
sneaks into
grandma.
Tommen's room
Yeah, her grandma.
and is talking to Tommen, and
Gave him a little Tom and Woody.
I
yeah.
liked too in the previously on for this episode. They did the same thing they did for the actual show when they showed him. He's I had a partner, and then it instantly shows Marjorie and her
yeah.
grandma.
Yeah.
So they really want us to think that, well, believe are telling us that was them.
I do like how they show you who killed him, but they don't tell you.
Yeah.
Not, at least not yet.
Like it could go right over your head, but if you're paying attention like at all, you should know.
Yeah, yeah. So then Dario says he like took the Marines' navy, and Daenerys is like, "Why did you take their navy? I thought you'd like ships."
And she's like, "Wait, how many ships?"
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, she's all into it.
93.
Wow. That was an interesting accent.
This is like this. It's hello, I am Mike Cocaine. That's my name.
I think he lost his fucking mind.
Maybe. Whose last
Hey, was
name?
that good?
No.
It wasn't bad,
It's-
but it wasn't great.
It's Mike Cocaine. Mike Cocaine.
Are you all right over there?
I feel like that's an inside joke that we're not in on.
I know.
No, I'm saying Michael Caine.
Michael. Oh, I thought you were
I
saying
thought you
Mike.
said my cocaine.
Yeah, I thought you were making a pun on my cocaine.
That's you. I was like, I don't know anyone with the last name Cocaine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No, it's Michael Caine.
Well, now I hear.
Yeah,
it.
but now you're saying Michael Caine.
Yeah, before you
Before
my
you-
cocaine.
My cocaine.
See,
Yeah.
that's different.
My cocaine.
He's saying it
Can we-
different.
My cocaine.
Absolutely not.
What else happened? So she finds out about Joffrey, and then she found out about what we were talking about last week. The slaves are back.
I like too. She had the same thought that I did last week when they're like, she's like, "How am I set to be queen if I can't even do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought last week."
Yeah, no shit. Well, yeah. So the slaves are back. Guess who's
Yeah,
back?
she was a little self-conscious there.
Slaves
Yeah.
are back.
Back again.
Guess who's back? Slaves are back.
And then something happened to Astapor too, but I don't remember. I just wrote it down. It's 3
It's
cities.
basically all the places she took over. They're
Yeah,
beautiful.
she like storms through, fucking goes through like the city. They're like, oh yeah, and Misa, and then she leaves like, ah, fuck her. Let's go back to how we were. Is basically what's happening. Littlefinger,
That Littlefinger.
yeah, and Sansa.
That's disappointing.
Littlefinger and Sansa arrive at the Vale. So he's gonna marry Lysa.
But she doesn't seem too happy about Sansa
Ugh.
being there.
No, she's jealous of Sansa already,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is she's fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
You think?
Yeah, we've known this for a while.
So when I watched it, so like I like how the Vale. So there's a big, in the book they can go into so much detail about like castles and shit. You can't do it. You just gotta show the castle. But like
yeah.
literally, they do talk about how it hasn't been overtaken in 1,000 years. I like how they show.
Because
Like-
there's only the one way you can come in.
Yeah, and it's they
Well,
just-
even
'em.
Sansa kind of mentions it. She's like, "Well, how do you guys get the corn or whatever? There's like up here."
yeah,
She's like, "Oh, we go all the way down to King's Landing to get that or whatever."
yeah,
So like they kind of mention that a little bit.
I'd like to live there. It'd be pretty cool.
in the Vale and like throw people out the fucking
I'd be
window.
afraid I'd fall out the moon door.
You would fall out the moon door.
Like something would happen and I'd slip on a banana peel and be like, "Yeah," and fall down. You know?
I don't think they had bananas back then.
Oh, they weren't invented yet.
They got
Bananas weren't invented.
Well, I mean, you never know. They might not have been real.
That's true. It is a different world.
I'm gonna look. Alexa, is there bananas in Game of Thrones?
I couldn't find an answer, but I'll notify you if I find one.
Oh, cool.
That's-
What the fuck does that mean?
That's helpful. She answers my questions. I don't know.
Oh, fucking bitch.
What's the weather?
No.
She can't hear us.
Good. So did you? So when Robin is like, "Hey, your dad got his head cut off, and your brother and your mom got all chopped up," my dad got poisoned. Did you see? Like I showed Jerome, like her eyes.
I wouldn't have caught this if it wasn't for you.
She like looks at Littlefinger and then looks back, and then later they do talk about all the things that she's done for Littlefinger.
Mm-hmm.
But that crazy bitch killed her husband.
You
and
definitely see a glance.
and started this whole shit for Littlefinger.
Absolutely.
So
And
far,
Littlefinger's just gonna kill her.
yeah, totally.
yeah.
So you figure, so he started this bullshit with the whole thing. He started the Lannisters against the Starks, and then he killed Joffrey. Not directly, but he
had something to do with it.
had something to do with both of them. And
Yeah.
and he's in charge of Harrenhal and the Vale.
That's why it's Littlefinger,
Yeah,
because
just-
he's pretty lit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked his perp drink in his hand. Though.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, no.
that's funny.
Give him some scissor.
And Robin's not all there either, by the way.
Yeah, because she's dating Ted.
Wrong show, pal.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were gonna make a Batman and Robin joke, and then
Uh-huh.
you went with fucking How I Met Your Mother.
Okay, I gotta deal with that pig. You guys can
Okay.
keep talking.
Do you want me to just wait for you?
No, just keep going. I'll catch up.
Okay.
He'll catch up.
Jesus, he's mean to my pig. I like how there's two people out there and they just ignore her screaming the entire time.
I know, like that would drive me insane.
Like,
if
could
I
you
was like
fucking give her
sit-
some food or something for fuck's
sitting
sake?
in the living room, just like, oh yeah, that's cool.
It's because they don't feed her until, like, I get home and I throw her some food, and then they're like, oh, he'll feed her. And then, like, I do feed her, and then she wants me to go feed her again.
Right.
It's kind of she's got me wrapped around her hoof, but it's all good.
Absolutely.
Wow, Jerome's singing Eminem now. It's not pretty.
You should have dyed his hair blonde for Thanksgiving. Jesus Christ.
You could dye your hair blonde for Thanksgiving. What? Are we gonna put a
Why
turkey?
would you dye it blonde?
We
for
should put a
Thanksgiving?
frozen turkey on the table, and then
And
you
when
can
it
write.
finally defrosts, we eat it.
Yeah, it might defrost in like a week or two.
With these lights on, it might fucking defrost in 10
be
minutes.
defrosted in the podcast. But you could write
Yeah.
Pleeka on the side like your pumpkin, and then we give it to Phoebe to eat.
Okay.
Or you could just have like your little nephew make like the hand turkey.
Ah,
and
have
write
our
Pleeka in the
Pleeka on
middle.
it.
Yeah.
That'd be more practical.
His, my nephew.
Whoever Damien is. whatever
Oh,
his name
okay.
is.
I was thinking Jackson.
He's your grandson, my nephew.
Yeah.
Damien. Oh, okay.
My
Yeah.
nephew
Yeah.
is Jackson, and he's
I guess
13. He's not making a
I-
fucking hand puppet. That's why I was
Why
confused.
not?
Yeah, why not?
Because
You
his
think-
hands are bigger than yours.
I guarantee you they're not.
I don't know the size of Jackson's hands, so.
No, I
Gross.
no, because he's
Wow.
he's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that means you have huge hands.
Well, I mean, the tendency
I have
tendency
huge
goes.
feet. I'm not all that tall.
Remember, Hess's hands are as big as that basketball player,
Clay
Base-
Matthews.
baseball player, NFL player, whichever he was.
Football player.
Football.
It didn't matter
Yeah.
now.
Didn't matter then.
Right.
But he's
Exactly.
got big hands, is what I'm saying.
It would be better. Do you want me to just make one?
Yeah, you
You want
make
me
one
to
and
do
bring
it?
it over. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can color it too.
No.
Well, why not?
Oh, that's where you draw the
You
line.
gotta put some effort
Yeah.
into it.
What do you mean? Put some effort into it. I'm making a fucking turkey hand.
Yeah, so color it for fuck's sake.
Unbelievable.
How'd you guys get on the topic of Thanksgiving?
I don't know, because you were gonna dye your hair blonde for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
his
you
fucking
came in,
thing.
You came in singing. Oh my god.
Oh, because I was singing
Excuse me.
Eminem. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I go. Jerome should have dyed his hair blonde for Thanksgiving, and then I'm like, fuck Thanksgiving. I mean Halloween.
Oh, now it all makes sense. I couldn't hear it before, so.
I knew that. I was just like fucking.
So
with
you
that.
just wouldn't give me any information.
right?
Yeah.
So did you guys talk about Game of Thrones while I was out there or no?
Not really, Phoebe.
No, we really didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You weren't gone that long.
You were going for like a minute. And
Yeah, I just threw her in the
44 seconds.
backyard. I mean, I didn't throw her. I put food out there and she walked out there.
It's cold outside.
Well, maybe she shouldn't fucking bang on my door. How about that?
Wow. I'm gonna put you
How about
outside.
that?
Next time you bang on
Now-
my
I'm
door.
not banging on your door while you're doing a
Now,
podcast.
what's that chick that?
Catch me
how about
outside.
that?
How about that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Now
it to
he's
Phoebe.
turned into her.
Catch me outside, Phoebe. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Fucking
Wow.
bitch.
I'm gonna throw a brain at you in a second.
You know what's funny? I couldn't get him to stand earlier, and I was like, that's pretty fitting. I was trying to set up all the pop figures. He kept fucking falling over, and I was like, oh, wow, that totally works.
Wow.
That's actually
I
pretty
almost
funny.
left him laying on the floor.
I did ask why he's taller than all the other pop figures, and John goes, "That's because he grew 6 feet last season."
He did.
All right, so
Which, by the way, did you guys notice in episode 2 that the dragon was fucking like 10 feet taller than it was 2 episodes ago or
it
whatever?
did grow.
Like, it was like one of
Yeah.
those, it was tiny before, like lighting dudes on fire, but not even the size
That,
of
mother,
them.
that motherfucker is huge now.
I think
Yeah.
Daenerys and the rest of Westeros. I know she's not in Westeros, but like their timeline is just slowly going forward, and she's like in some alternate dimension.
universe?
Yeah,
Time warp.
because if like literally like the season ends and it picks up right where it left off, and then her dragon's got like 50 feet bigger.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe
Although,
ask
to be-
Alexa how fast dragons grow.
No,
Hey,
hey, they're
Alexa.
not real. So how's she gonna know?
Let's find out. Alexa, how fast do dragons grow? You just stop in the middle of me asking
She
you?
didn't know what the fuck. you said.
Alexa, how fast do dragons grow?
That's the
That is
dumbest.
something I found on reference.com. Bearded dragons typically grow an average of 1 to a few inches each month for the first year of their life.
That's cool.
Did that answer
Do you, no, because I wasn't asking about bearded dragons. I was asking about real dragons.
Well, those are real dragons.
Although that one dude, I always forget his name, that doesn't have a penis, said they're bigger every year, sissy.
Oh, Lord
Varys.
Varys.
Yeah. Cause
He's
she's
not
like,
a lord.
she's like baby dragons.
He's not a lord, but everyone calls him Lord Varys.
Is that your Cersei voice? What is that?
If I could solve
No, I think that's his
my-
Varys.
Oh, that's Varys.
Say, unfortunately, I don't forget anything.
Unfortunately, I don't forget anything.
That's pretty good, actually.
You think so?
That's pretty good. That's good. I think you practiced that in the mirror.
Probably, but I could might be a stretch.
He has like a little man in the box at his house.
I liked Varys, and
He
then
did.
he testified against old Tyrion there.
Yeah.
Why is Tyrion old? I'm just kidding.
I call him Young T.
Shut the fuck up. I don't remember where I was. Oh, Cersei
Well,
and
yeah.
Cersei and Tywin discussed the weddings And
Yeah.
and they have a little bank conversation.
Yep.
He's basically, yeah, we need the Tyrells because we can't pay our fucking bills.
And she's kind of like,
Basically.
what? Why?
Like, how much?
Gotta
I like. He goes, how much gold do you think we mine every year? And she's like, ounces, pounds, or tons? And he goes, the answer's the same. And I was like,
None, motherfucker.
yeah.
That's funny because we talked about that last week. How you said like they don't have any money, really, they're just in power,
Yeah.
and that's what they need to tell Wells.
Yeah, because
Well, they don't.
what they say
They
is
go?
They
No,
do that
they
in the
didn't.
next episode.
Stannis, yeah.
Stannis went.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because supposedly the Iron Bank doesn't fuck around. Like, if you owe them
Yeah.
money, they're like, oh, you're not going to pay us? Okay, we're going to give money to who you're fighting, and then they're going to kill you, and then we'll take the money. Although, I don't know how that helps you.
It doesn't. You don't get your money back if you kill them.
Yeah. But, I mean,
You know
that's
what I
what they
but then I
keep
guess
claiming
they
do.
get rid of the person,
Yeah.
so it kind of scare you into owing the money.
It's the tedious little details, you know.
Did you recognize the one of the guys that was? It seemed like he's the main guy of the bank
Bank
people.
teller.
I didn't recognize him, but I thought to myself, Jerome said something about this guy before.
He was a writer on Doctor Who, which you recognize from that. He's in Sherlock, but he was also like the disgusting king in Taboo.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that now.
Because I remember
literally
I saw that he was
God,
in
he
Game
looks
of Thrones, and
familiar.
I was like, oh, he's that king. And I was like, wait, he's not king in Game of Thrones. That's in Taboo. Like I switched the roles. But I really like him. He's in a couple episodes of Doctor Who, and he writes a lot for that. And
Oh, really?
everything I've seen him in, he's pretty
It's
good.
funny because he's in it for like a scene. I mean, he's in it later.
I was
think,
gonna say he comes back. I'm pretty sure.
So Ari and the Hound are like camping. She's like getting ready. They're going to bed, and she's like going over a list, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up,"
I like that.
which I laugh
Yeah,
every
that's-
time.
That was funny.
And then she's like, "Oh, I got one more name on my list."
And she was like, the Hound, and he's like, what the fuck, really?
Yeah, which is funny. Of course, he's on her list, but like, I don't know.
He's protecting her.
Do you think he would? Do you think she would kill him?
I do.
You think so? Do you think so?
At this moment in the show, I'm like, no.
Yeah. I mean, she literally tries to.
Yeah,
So-
she tries to later.
They go
in
through
a
a
I was
cutscene,
gonna
I
say, she
think.
tried to fucking stab him
Yeah.
in the second episode.
No, it was the first episode.
I think is it
Oh,
the
is it
next
the first?
next scene when they wake up?
Yeah, like they go back and forth between her scene and then Brienne. And so the next scene, like she's like practicing. He wakes up and he's like, "Oh, go ahead, now's your chance," and fucking sticks him. I was like, "You little bitch!"
Yeah.
But
Well, and I think it caught him off guard.
Yeah. Well, because I think he's thinking, like,
Wow.
after all I'm doing for you, you're really going to still try to kill me? Like, I get before, but, like, I think he's not really, like, he's like, I'm not going to hold a grudge against you. You shouldn't hold one against me.
yeah, but he's not exactly a talker. Like he's not giving him
Yeah,
his feelings.
He
Absolutely.
needs to have a heart-to-heart with her, and maybe it'll change her mind, but he's not going to.
No,
Yeah, he's not gonna be. He's not a heart-to-heart kind of guy.
no, but I think he has it in him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. Not,
Yeah.
I don't think at this like, he has it in him, but I don't think it's going to come out in this moment.
Yeah.
But I can see him doing that later on.
And so Brienne and Podrick fucking they're on their
That
way.
was hilarious.
Him-
Homeboy just set the fucking rabbit on fire.
Yeah, he set the rabbit on fire. He couldn't ride a horse. She's like, "What did you do for Tyrion?"
He
She's
named
like,
the
"Did you
I
pull the skin off.
I brought a couple letters back and forth. Mostly just poured wine.
And then I like, "Have you ever been in combat?" And he's like, "Well, I killed a king's guard." She's like,
she's like, how the fuck did you do that?
and then she's like, "Oh, you can help me with your armor." Like,
Yeah.
so he kind of earned her respect with that story.
A little bit, yeah.
But it's funny because he's funny and I like him. So when she's mean to him in
Yes.
a little bit, I'm like, "Bitch, just fucking, just be nice to him."
Yeah, but she's mean to him in the way like it's just her being a little self-conscious and like not wanting help.
Yeah.
Like it's not because she's an asshole.
Yeah, she's very prideful and thinks she's a feminist, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I never thought of it before. When she was taking off her armor and it was like piece by piece, I always just assumed it was like one thing put together. So I thought that was kind of, she's like doing it. I was like, that seems very annoying and time consuming. Like, I'm going out to battle. Just meet you out there in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but getting
But-
stabbed by a sword would probably be annoying too.
Yeah, probably depending where, because then you'd just be dead instantly.
Could be.
I guess it depends where. You're like you said.
Like if you're like the guy at the end of this episode, you probably didn't feel much.
So we talked that Liza's like super jealous of Sansa.
Yeah.
She goes
Oh.
down there and accuses her of being pregnant and fucking just starts making up shit.
After she gives her some good looking food too.
Lemon cakes. And then
Yeah.
calls her sister fat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you crazy
Yeah,
bitch? I liked it when
she's-
when they first met. She's like, "Oh, Sansa," and she like hugs her, and then as soon as she
yeah,
hugs,
she's like, don't let anyone know that we're related. Blah blah blah.
yeah, but like she's got this big ugly smile on her face, and she hugs her, and like as soon as like she can't see her face, it's just like stone cold.
Yeah.
It's like, God,
She's like a woman.
Well, and she
Lady
looks like
finger.
a fucking
Oh,
plastic
except
doll.
she's stupid.
Did you think I was just gonna end that with saying she's like a woman?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
She's like a woman.
She's like a woman. You know, she's got boobs and a vagina. She's like a woman.
She's bitchy.
She is bitchy. Wow.
Has his views
I've-
on women.
Yeah.
Should do like
No,
Seth
a
Meyers and
couple of
Pleeka
them.
doesn't
Fuck.
condone any of this. Starts him going off randomly. We can't cut his audio, whatever.
That would be awesome. What else happened? Oh, so then Cersei talks to Prince Oberyn.
I like that guy.
Yeah. You know, it's the original time I watched it. I wasn't a big fan of him.
I wasn't I didn't hate him, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. He's a dude. And then,
Yeah.
in the books, he's like written up so high. Like he's just, oh, and here he comes. He's killed this blah blah blah, and he's like done all this stuff.
I was like,
And-
were you expecting a bunch from him?
yeah, kind. Well, the thing is like you can't just throw a backstory in on a TV show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because like, how do you do that?
Kind of gotta build it.
Yeah, what are you gonna fucking throw in 4 hours of flashbacks on him? You know what I mean? But they do talk about him a little bit. It just doesn't do it justice. But then I watched Narcos, and he's in 3 seasons, so now I'm
now you like him
rewatching
more?
him, and I like him. Yeah, even though he's kind of like a bad guy, sort of. Not a bad guy, but he's corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just so I have a different perspective watching him now.
Yeah, he's in The Kingsman too, and I really like him in that.
Oh, really?
There's a big twist with his character that's pretty cool, and like
I mean,
he's part of the really cool action scenes in it.
He's definitely a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Supposedly he's gonna be the leader of that Star Wars show.
Which would make that would be cool.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, they talk about Marcella being in Dorne. And then, like,
That's when she says
You
to
know,
give that
she's
ship, right?
happy and swimming and.
And then Cersei's like, I
do you
wanna
believe him?
that.
Do you believe him?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you?
why wouldn't I? Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
because he's like, we don't hurt children in Dorne.
Well,
they hurt little girls all over the world.
I like Hess's accents this episode.
wasn't that Cersei that said that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was his Cersei.
Oh, that's your Cersei?
No, that was a horrible Cersei.
Oh, okay.
They hurt little girls all over the world. That was terrible.
Can you?
I
stop?
wish Cersei talked like that. That'd be kind of cool.
You remind me of like a French prostitute. You need like
Oui,
a.
oui.
You need
can
like
totally
a.
see what-
You need like a fucking cigarette in your mouth and be like,
Try-
$5.
Try to proposition him some sex. Is that your
Oui, oui.
cigarette, or is that like the dick you're putting in your mouth?
I know. I think you put the.
It's a goddamn screwdriver.
Isn't that the one you
son
were
of a
scratching your
bitch.
head with last time?
No,
Yeah, it is.
And Jerome zoomed in on that shit.
with this end, not
What?
this end.
Well, he said it's
I
at the
didn't say,
screwdriver,
I
not
didn't
the
say
bitch
which
end.
end. What do you do with that other end?
He sticks it up his ass.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Did you just say yep?
yeah, it feels really good.
Remember the one time he pulled out that weight and we thought it was a big floppy dildo?
Yes.
I wish I had a big floppy dildo to pull out to show you.
I want to take that out of context.
Just for shock value, I think that'd be hilarious.
I mean, it's almost as bad as
Can you
saying that you stick that screwdriver in your ass and you just had it in your mouth.
Yeah, I think next we're gonna have to do this we're gonna have to do this podcast on like a weekend or something.
So you can get a dildo?
No, so because I do want to drink like a 6-pack.
Oh,
something.
and get really drunk for the podcast?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
That'd be interesting. If he was, because like sometimes he's a little tough with him when he's normal, just because he's such an interesting character that if he
Wow.
was wasted,
That's the nicest thing he's ever said to you.
if he was
That
wasted,
probably
like
is.
I don't know the things that would come out of his mouth,
See,
and
here's
it
the
kind of
thing.
scares me because he's doing like,
And-
oh hello Nikki, and rude accents now. Imagine him with the alcohol
And
in
Abby
him.
can verify, and everybody. But I'm like this. I turn into like super nice guy, like when I get drunk. So I'd probably just compliment you guys the whole time.
Oh, he's like, Nick, I love your eyes.
I do too when I
Sure.
drink.
No, you're the opposite. It's hard to imagine, but he becomes a bigger dick when he's drunk.
No, I know.
And then, so you be throwing out insults, and Hess is like, Jerome, your eyes are really pretty.
I'm like, yeah, for shitty ass brown eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
I like
I
your
like big
corkboard.
butts, and I cannot lie.
You know, I
like
didn't
it.
know that was called that until he started saying it that.
What?
The
corkboard.
yeah.
Oh, corkboard? Sorry.
Because he mentioned it when we first used to put him like down on the bottom of the screen. He's like, "Hey, can you put me up there?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." I didn't know it was called that. I'm not gonna.
What'd you think it was called?
Yeah, what do you think it was called?
I just call it like a pin board.
Yeah, I thought it was board made out of cork.
You know, you could just go on what we were talking
Okay.
about.
I'm at 17% battery, so
You are?
I roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then stop.
Wow.
Stop yapping. No, it's good. I don't have hardly any notes for the next episode.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll fly
Like-
right through that. Good
like-
thing we talked about Fletch in the beginning.
like 6 things. Maybe I
Yeah,
forgot to
good
take.
thing we did.
Maybe I
Little
forgot to take
filler.
notes.
Little filler. When did you watch these, by the way? Today?
I watched one this morning and one last night.
Oh, cool.
I watched one 2 days ago and one this morning.
The last part of the episode is basically John going to Craster's.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, cause
It's the second time that Bran and John have been super close.
yeah, Jojen starts like having dreams.
Jojen had a dream.
But he's doing that, and his hands like
I
on
knew it was
fire, and
coming.
he's like, if you didn't know his Game of Thrones, and he's like a vision dude, you think he was like fucking on shrooms or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like his hands is on fire.
And, like
and I'm
he's looking at Bran. You see the tree in the background, the whole building's gone. Like it was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
Fuego.
It was kind of cool. I liked how it makes you think. So he's like, yeah, you're gonna die tonight. I saw your death. You know,
And
and
he's
like,
talking to Hot Carl.
yeah. So like, if he didn't tell him that, would it still have happened? Because he was about to rape his sister. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Or like he had like distracted him for that moment, and then
Yeah.
they came up. Yeah, I don't know.
But so Locke runs ahead of them of Jon Snow's party. He's the Hitler
yeah.
dude.
Hitler, yeah.
Yeah.
He runs in, sees Bran, and is like, "Oh, we gotta stay away from them because
I
there's
like to,
hounds
like,
over there."
You're Brandon Stark? What? And he cuts his leg. He's like, yep, it's you.
Yeah, that was true. That was pretty funny. That was a good. I didn't think of that. Like,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't have
either.
thought of that.
Cut his leg and doesn't react. You're like, oh yeah, it must be him.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't get too deep. So he's. Oh, now you need stitches.
Yeah.
Um,
Gonna bleed out.
He's in there. Jon Snow, don't come in here. I'm not stitching up your brother.
Yeah. So then he runs back to John, and then they attack Craster's Keep or whatever. And then so Locke grabs fucking Bran and starts going, and then Bran wargs into Hodor and snaps his fucking neck out.
I like too. After that, he goes back to normal, and Hodor's like, Hodor,
Yeah, I felt bad for Hodor.
because he's like, I killed the man.
Yeah, it fucked him up.
Yeah.
He
It's
literally
simple.
killed a dude with his bare hands because Bran wanted him to. He
Yeah.
had no
It's just-
control over it.
So when he's inside Hodor's head, is there like a little Hodor in the background, like in the back of his mind? Like he remembers all that, or is he just like all of a sudden wake up? and
Seems
he's out
like
there?
it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it seems like it.
Every fucking podcast or something.
You want to say it again?
Well,
Well,
as
we
I
got
said
poor
that you
connection.
got a poor connection, so we can't see you right now. So you can,
Oh.
you can get naked if you like.
There we go. Little Hess is back.
Guess who's back?
Oh my god.
It's like the theme of the podcast.
That and accents.
Jojen had a dream.
That was a cool battle scene though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so John kills Hot Carl. Which, by the
Yeah,
way,
which Hot Carl almost killed him, and then the fucking whore, or no, I guess she's not a whore, but the girl he was using as a whore
yeah,
axes
Yeah.
him in the back.
she was his mom's sister.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking get you, whore!" And then he was like,
That
stabbed
would-
to the mouth.
You
That was
think-
fucking disgusting.
do you
but
think
cool.
that hurt?
See, that's what I was saying. Is that a stab like that? I think you're dead instantly. Through the back of the head, out the mouth. I think you're just like done.
Okay, so
Yeah, I would think so.
yeah, I mean, he died.
That's the scene I told you would be cool for a thumbnail, but we can't use it.
I just thought, like, does that trigger your gag
if you-
reflex?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a
Reverse
lot of blood coming out.
Like,
It'd
there's
probably be
there's a sword
re-
going through your
Yeah.
mouth.
It would probably be like a reverse gag flex. You
That-
probably just be able to shove
there was-
anything down there.
There was like 3 things from that I like. I like the fact that Hodor just ripped that dude's fucking head off. Basically, they're like, "What the fuck did that?" When they saw
Yeah.
him later, and then John kills Hot Carl, which I did hear. Like as it starts, I heard someone go, it's fucking cold. And I was like, see, I fucking told you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it didn't matter. So then,
I actually kind of thought about that because they were all in that room locked up and like they had all coats and stuff like that. And,
yeah, they were like freezing their asses
and I
off.
was like, maybe he's not hot,
Well,
Carl.
I think the fire was gone.
Where'd it go?
So do you
Well-
think bringing it back all around when they put him in the building and they lit it on fire, then he's hot, Carl?
Then he was definitely hot, Carl.
Well, at least we can agree on something.
And then the third thing I liked is that dude, I think his name is Rast, something like that. He's fucking running. They're like, there's supposed to be
he
11 of them.
gets hit by the dog or direwolf.
Yeah. He's running away and and like running through. And I'm thinking, okay, first of all, you're running in the forest where there's fucking White Walkers and fucking.
When that I almost for a second I thought, oh, he's gonna run into a White Walker. Then I was like, oh no, he's gonna get killed by a direwolf.
Well, yeah, because he fucked with
Yeah,
ghosts the whole
I
time.
remember that once he started. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
But I like it because as he's running, I'm thinking, this is the motherfucker that made fun of fucking Sam the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And now
now
you're
he's
ru-
running like a
running
little
away.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can't. He's out of breath.
And that was the end of the episode.
Yeah, that episode. I told you this. I watched like the first 12 minutes, and I fell asleep. I was only planning on watching half, and I was gonna watch the rest in the morning. And I was like, oh fuck! And then I rewinded it, and then it really got me interested, and I watched the entire episode.
That's pretty funny.
That's funny.
I mean, we're 60% done with season 4.
I know. I thought that today. I was like, Jesus Christ! Next 7 and
Yeah.
8.
3 weeks we'll be on season 5.
Like that's
Mhm.
unbelievable.
That's cool. I
I
cannot wait till season 5.
I think I still do this
I
off the
know.
podcast, but it seems like each season we go ahead. It's the same time, but it feels like we go through it faster
It does.
each season.
I agree.
Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And like, there's nothing special happens in season 5 that I'm looking forward to. I just want to watch it with you not seeing it yet.
That'll
Yeah.
be the most interesting, I think.
Yeah, because I just want to be all right. So
I mean,
you know.
then we'll really have to watch our mouths, because like we could spoil something that happens in the next episode for us, so we'd have to be kind of careful.
Yeah, but we've been watching pretty good.
yeah, but it doesn't matter as much.
I was talking to someone at work today about shit getting spoiled for you, and I was like, I mean, to be fair, like it's no one's fault but yours because you're not watching like the most popular show in the fucking world.
Yeah.
But it's hard to not get something spoiled for you because there's just shit everywhere, and like so.
Right.
If you don't think about it, like in the like,
Like if I didn't watch it, it would definitely be spoiled to me.
Oh,
just
me
being
too.
on Twitter.
well, like just today, I was at the gym and I went on Facebook, to look at something, and then it was like, there's this thing from Entertainment Weekly, and it was like showing all these pictures, and I was like, well, this would spoil stuff, and not necessarily, but if you think about, like, if you don't click on it, you would only see like one thing, but it was, if you think like. If you get in
even
depth,
even looking at the characters, you're like, oh, they're in the last season. That's a spoiler.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like in depth, it's spoiling stuff. So like,
Right. No, absolutely.
I'll be glad when we're not in that. And then like in season 7, we can speculate about 8,
That's true. Yeah, because then
And-
even we won't know then.
and it'll be fresh in our minds, so we must not complete fucking idiots.
It's true.
Well, unless
It was kind of refreshing too when we did Unearthly Duo and like we could talk freely and say spoilers
Yeah,
and all that.
Yeah,
That was kind of refreshing.
it was kind of.
Yeah.
All right, so episode 6, the laws of gods and
King and his
men.
men.
Yeah, that too. Stannis and Davos go to Bravos, talk to the Iron Bank, and they're like, "Hey, he should be king. Can we have some money?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Fuck you."
So he's like, well, but what about when? Which I thought that was kind of funny they brought up. Now, what about when Tywin dies? Huh? Who you gonna back then? Like, well, we'll figure that out when we get there.
Right.
And I
And
told Abby, I go, that's going to be pretty
Davos
quick.
is like, "That's 3 episodes, dickhead."
Yeah. Have you not seen the scripts?
Yeah.
But they
So-
end up getting money, right?
Yeah, they got money. Because
Yeah.
then he goes to that pirate that.
Takes it to the black guy in the jacuzzi with the 2 white chicks.
Yeah.
That was a good description.
His name is Salad or Sound or some shit like that.
I like his description better. It's easier
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Davos pleads his case, and they don't really show him plead his, like they do, but they don't show him getting the money and stuff. And he just
Yeah.
starts in, and then it shows him like, "Hey, here's your money. I gave the rest to your wife," and he's like, "Motherfucker." I thought that was pretty funny.
That was funny.
And then Yara goes to get Theon.
Yeah. That was pretty interesting.
She breaks in.
Didn't work out.
She breaks in, and he's like, "You're not gonna trick me. I'm Reek."
I'm Reek. And then I like to. He does all that to him, tricks him into being Reek, and then gives him a bath. And he's like, "Oh, but I want you to pretend to be."
Now you have to pretend to be Theon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to Abby about it. I go, like it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's kind of stupid. Like,
Well, I think it's just him fucking with him back and forth, just to completely break the guy.
Well, do you know why he wants him to be Theon? They didn't tell you that. But do you know why?
it's because I'm sure he wants him to gather information or something.
He's gonna trick the guys that are holding his. Remember, his dad told him to go get that Moat Caitlin, I think it was.
Right.
Because they hold it, so he's gonna send him in there and be like, okay, surrender, and then you can go home and all this stuff. But he can't do that as Reek, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's still gonna be Reek,
Yeah.
but he's brainwashed, fucked over, just tortured, fucked. Like
This is the episode you see, like, oh, he's broken.
he's
he's
complete.
beyond
He's completely
fixable.
broke. I forget what I was watching. I saw something. It could have been like Red Nose Day or something when they had like the whole cast there and like they were like doing stuff
Mm-hmm.
and like, but they they were the actors. They weren't playing their roles. But like Theon, whatever his name is, he walks in as the actor, and then the guy that plays Ramsay walks in, and then Theon just like kept like,
Oh, really?
like they played it up like really good. It was really funny. Because Ramsay's an evil fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I guess he can fight. Like he was beating the shit out of some people. He had no
That-
armor on.
That fight scene was a little bullshit. Because, when he first goes and fights the guy with the shield, there's two guys right next to him. If the guy just turned over, he could have easily killed him.
Turned over.
They just looked to the side, and he could have easily killed Ramsay.
What about the guy he was fighting?
Well, I mean, he would have probably... the guy would have definitely died, but he would have got Ramsay down.
Well, he's probably more worried about staying alive.
I
like
guess.
John
But as
Travolta.
that happened, I was like... I call kind of bullshit on this. I think they could have killed Ramsay.
I did like how he's like, I'm just gonna fucking get my dogs out.
That was kind
Yeah.
of funny.
How fast can you run?
He's
I
like,
like too. She gets to the boat after that, and she's like, "Oh, my brother's dead."
he should
Yeah.
have said, "Who let the dogs?"
Song's not out yet. That song comes out when bananas start coming out.
Oh, that's the same time as bananas.
Yeah,
Did not know that. Did you know that?
I knew that.
yeah. See,
BANANAS.
Yeah, see, that's why that song came out at the same time too.
That shit's bananas. Yeah. And she fucking. Yeah. So then he gives him a bath and says, "Okay, now you got to be Theon." So then they show.
Abby brought up a good question. How do eunuchs pee?
Well, I think it still comes out because they get. I mean, obviously they don't just Game of Thrones, but they got something like I think normally they have like little straws like right there connected to because it's not just your penis is just a tube, so it'd just be like the inside your urethra or whatever. It'd squirt out.
Yeah, I don't know how they work it in Game
I-
of Thrones
I
time.
suggested they pee out of their butts.
Yeah, your body just changes that all of a sudden. Well, no, dick, go just right at your asshole. I would assume it just kind of fall out, but or maybe they stick like two sticks in there. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like if you have like cancer, you have a bag and you
I
pee
still,
in a bag.
you know what
but-
I wish?
Hmm.
Because it'd be very informative if they showed him when they were getting into the bath his no penis.
I
Because I
wondered
still
if
wonder
they
if he
were
has
going
no,
to.
if he still has a nutsack or not. We never know. That.
You know what I thought of? I was like, oh, thank God they're not going to show me that.
I wanted to see because I was like, oh, will we know if he has a nutsack or not? And I
He
knew
just
they
admitted
wouldn't
he
show
was,
it, but
Yeah. Talk about a thumbnail.
yeah.
Jesus.
Do you guys think that he cut up the nutsack? I know I asked before.
I
You
don't
didn't want to answer.
care.
Do you think he cut up his nutsack, or do you think he left it because it'd be funny?
I think he just I think he just cut his dick off.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So that'd look even more weird.
Well, I hope you're picturing that in your mind.
I am.
Yeah, I know. All right, so then there's this little
Just got a
farmer.
little nub.
There's this little farmer like with some goats, and then the fucking dragon takes the goat and eats it.
Yeah, fucking the 18-foot dragon now.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, monster. Monster dragon.
You've lost your fucking mind. So then it shows her like being queen. He's like, oh, your dragon ate
It
my
was
goat.
was that like season 1 we saw that? Them walking into the room and talking and all
You
that?
want to know the difference between Daenerys and me?
You would tell them all to fuck off?
Yeah. So you bring in your fucking burnt goat bones, and she's like, we'll pay you 3 times what the goat is worth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have said, you're lucky he didn't eat you. Get the fuck out of here.
That's why you're not king.
What's my last name?
You
bitch?
are Nick King, but I'm also Jerome King, so that kind of crosses over and cancels out each other.
Fuck off.
Am I King of the North? King of the North.
No. That's what I would have said. And then the next guy's like, my father did this, and I'd like to meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. You crucified him. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, see, because you're an asshole.
That guy.
I'll let you bury him.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Did you let the guy bury his son, Dad?
Yeah, probably. But I wouldn't have crucified them all. That's a lot of work. I'm not nailing people to a
so
cross.
you're an asshole, but you are lazy.
You're not.
Yeah, I'm
you're
a
not
lay.
doing it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you people doing it for you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, I let him bury him. You're
Yeah.
right. Good point.
Yeah.
You delegate.
That's true. And I would have done it more than. Remember how they only did one hand, and they were like all pointing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would have made them point like this.
Why?
I don't know. 2 hands.
Huh.
Fuck them.
So if you were king, out of
Yeah.
me and Hess, who'd you make hand of the king?
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'd have to go like north of the wall or something.
You wouldn't let either one of us be hand of the king?
There's no fucking way.
Why not?
I mean,
Who
maybe
would you have be your squire?
neither one of you really make me laugh. So.
Hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
Squire. That's not. That's Squire. Like my. I don't need a Squire. Fuck that. I'll be like Brienne.
Hmm.
You'd burn my rabbit.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't burn your burgers when I cook for you.
Oh, that's.
I guess I
true.
kind of am your squire. I shouldn't have brought this up.
Wow.
I'll be hand of the king.
See, I don't know if I want that.
You have him like
you
whip
haven't
your
even seen
ass.
the whole fucking season. You had me fighting some people I don't even want to fight.
Yeah, Hess, if you're
Well-
you're hand of the king, what advice would you give him on being king?
Just relax.
Oh yeah, he's got good advice. You need to relax.
I am relaxed.
Just relax. You don't have to be a dick. Okay, we get it.
I like,
Everyone has their bad days, but let's have our good days outnumber our bad days.
I got a feeling he beat Dracarys pretty soon if he's talking to me like that.
You already got fed to the dragons. Son's lost.
Did you when she was naming off all of Daenerys' names?
Yes, I thought of biggest dick in Atlanta.
Okay.
Did you think of that?
I didn't.
He's brought it up like 10 times, so now every time they go, Queen Leon Byrne, biggest dick in Atlanta. I actually expected to see it written down on the fucking thing.
Look, why did you have to have 47 names? Just say, yo, I'm Daenerys. I'm the bitch with the dragons.
Most of the shit that she does annoys, like this guy that says, "Hey, can I bury my dad?" He annoys the fuck out of me for the next couple episodes, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he want to marry her later and shit?
Oh, I think so. Something like that.
So, and everyone wants to marry her. If I'm her and, hey, I got an idea. Let's get married. Fuck you. Like, go do something. You know what I
The
mean?
thing is,
You better go bury your dad.
Yeah. What?
here's the one thing. What?
No, well, because you said, the thing is, and then I said, what? And you went,
It all boils down to she has one thing
Dragons.
that makes the.
No,
Well,
he's saying
two
pussy
things.
makes the world
I
go
know,
around
will you
again.
stop with your pussy makes the world go around? No one believes that shit.
It's true.
He needs to have that on the hat.
I know.
Give me and then I'm gonna get
Just-
me a pickup truck,
just-
and on the tailgate I'm gonna write "pussy wagon."
Wow. So what happens next?
I think we lost Hess.
Yeah, well, I think we lost him a while ago. What the fuck just happened? His neighbors are gonna bang again.
Oh, fuck.
Neighbors are banging.
You got some horny. They're always banging. There's a small council meeting, and it's Prince Oberyn, Cersei,
Yeah, she's there.
Varys,
Yeah, Tywin.
Tywin, and then Mace Tyrell.
Yeah.
Mace
I
Windu's there.
No, he's farthest thing from. I like how they're like getting ready to do. They talk about Daenerys and they talk about some other
Yeah,
stuff.
that's when he goes. Dragons get bigger every year.
Oh, is that your Varys?
Yeah.
And then
Not bad.
I like they were. I forget what they were even talking about, but Tywin says, Mace or Tywin, whatever the fuck he calls him. He says, "Hey, will you give me my notepad or what? Or my quill and pen?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And he gets up and runs. I was like, "Wow." And then Oberyn listening, I'm like, "You really getting up to get this motherfucker his pen?" Like, I just found.
I
That
do like how
hilarious.
that guy kind of just sits and judges everybody, like all the Lannisters.
I love it. Yeah, he's just like, "You guys are a bunch of assholes."
Yeah.
And then Jaime goes and gets Tyrion, brings him to the court. Tommen,
Locked them up.
yeah. Tommen
Daddy's orders.
recuses himself. I put refuses himself because apparently I can't type.
Tywin's like, I refuse to be on this council. And they're like, fine, okay. Tywin can do it. Jeez, calm down.
I got a feeling that was spell check thing.
Yeah, blame it on the iPad.
And then they call everyone up to fucking talk shit about Tyrion.
Yeah.
And until Shay goes up there, which I totally forgot she came up
I
there.
didn't, because she's a fucking bitch.
No, I totally forgot. Like,
I
didn't
hate
remember
her.
at all. I don't know how I did not remember that. Everything that everyone said was true.
Yeah. They left out some stuff, too.
They
but-
left out some stuff,
yeah, it was
and they
true.
didn't put it into context.
Yeah,
But everything they said was true.
That's the key.
That's how they get them. I like, too, how they totally
Context and
fucking...
leaving
I was
stuff
like, oh,
out
how the
paints
fuck
a
did you guys
different
get that
story.
necklace unless you made it yourselves? Because I saw Littlefinger smash it on the fucking boat.
Who?
Littlefinger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going, how the fuck do they have the damn
Yeah.
necklace? It's
But
fucking
no one
idiots.
in that fucking room can say something about that.
No, you guys are both wrong. He smashes the thing and says, I made it. I had it made last week. And then he throws it on Danto's dead body on the boat.
Oh.
So then they got it off the guy's body?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why
He
they
just
said
happened
they,
to float back
they
to
said he
fucking
had it in his
Queensland.
possession, so that's what
Oh,
happened.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, that makes more sense. I didn't catch that.
I
I
wish,
retract
like,
my statement.
I wish medicines and, like, I don't know, we don't really have potions nowadays, but
That'd be pretty cool.
like I
Cast
wish
spells on each other.
medicines were like, all right, you just have to take one strangler pill.
And what does that do? Strangle your wiener?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what an original name.
The strangler. They were all poisons. They weren't medicine.
No, I know. No, I know, but that's what I mean. That's what I said. We don't really have potions and stuff like that nowadays.
Well, we still have poison.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have like special cool names, like
They're like
dick
all,
fucker.
No.
Wait, what
Diverticulitis.
poison would dick fucker be?
I don't know.
It would
Fucking
make
go-
you suck everyone's dick that you ran across.
No, that would be
Jesus.
dick sucker.
Yeah,
They're
dick
very
fucker would be
similar.
Any
but-
dick you see, you bend over for, or you try to fuck the dick.
No, you'd have to try to fuck the dick. I
I
don't
guess
know.
you bend over.
I don't know. I've never had the poison given to me. So.
No, okay. I'll try to find some for the next podcast. No, because then you try fucking me. We can move on.
Yeah, you've lost me.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so they go on break. Apparently, the trial was way too much for everyone. They had to go have a sandwich.
Yeah.
Jamie goes and talks to Tywin, and he's like, "All right, let Tyrion go to the wall. I'll take over Castle Rock."
Yeah, give
Yeah.
you some sons, daughters, whatever, as long as they're in
And
Lannister.
Tywin's like, "Deal."
Do you think he
Yes.
was... Okay, don't let me finish my sentence.
Sorry,
but
go
whatever.
ahead.
No, I was going to say, do you think he really was going to go through with that deal?
Yeah, and I think it was Tywin's plan the whole time.
Totally.
Yeah, don't you think so?
Absolutely.
And then they bring up Shay, which bad idea for them. They should have brought up Shay before they went on break, and then Tywin
Yeah,
could've
because that just broke him, and he's like, oh, they're not going to do anything with me.
yeah. So Tyrion loses his mind.
He looked fucking evil.
He tells everyone.
have killed all of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about that. He saved all those fucks, and then they just like fuck him over.
Yeah. I like to, when he's walking out there originally, some guy's like, Kingslayer. What if, like, Jamie was like, hey, motherfucker, I'm Kingslayer too, so what do you got against that nickname?
They're both Kingslayers.
Yeah, I know, but he was saying it like it was like a bad thing to Tyrion.
Yeah.
But I bet he wouldn't say that to Jamie.
He just did though, kinda. Like, how do you know who he's yelling at?
Well, because there's only Tyrion walking by.
Oh, I thought you said it was when Jamie brought him up.
It was around there, but I don't think Jamie was next to him at the time.
I think Cersei really believes Tyrion killed Joffrey.
I think so too, which makes her, to me, kind of stupid because she's just filled with hate and is not thinking about Tyrion.
Yeah,
Just like Bronn said, everybody hated him, but Tyrion wouldn't have done it that way.
yeah. Tyrion wouldn't have done it at all.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Shay says that Tyrion and Sansa a plan, and then Tyrion
That
demands.
he did it, and he demands to be
Yeah,
guilty.
he goes ape shit and says I would demand a trial by combat, and that's the end of the episode. I was actually like I was watching it this morning, and then like I only had a certain amount of time to get to the gym and get home before I had to go to work, so I was kind of hurrying, and then it ended right there, and I was like, well, that's a stupid place to end.
I know.
Because you want more.
Yeah,
It's going to get pretty interesting here.
yeah,
A
yeah.
little hairy.
I don't. So does the mountain squash his face next episode?
I don't know if it's next or the one after that, because they might be setting stuff up and then do it. I couldn't remember which one it is.
I don't remember either.
I can't remember.
But
I haven't looked ahead.
We'll talk about it next podcast for sure. I just don't know if it's the first or second episode.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 episodes left in this season. Some shit needs to go down.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's going to happen, and then literally the next episodes, Tywin will die, and
Yeah.
Shay, and then he'll run off.
Yep. God, I just really can't wait to get to season 5. I don't know why I'm so like. I just want him to be fresh and like caught up. But so Mockingbird. Oh, it's episode 8.
Oh, okay.
Episode 8 is called "The Mountain and the Viper."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of thought it was that. I thought they kind of set it up, because like, doesn't he originally try to pick like Jamie, and then they're like no, and then it switches to that guy?
Yeah, I think he tries to get Jamie, and Jamie's like, "Dude, I have one hand, and I can't swing a sword. Like, are you
Yeah.
crazy?" And Braun won't
I don't
do it.
remember how that guy does it. I just know he does. Like, I don't remember how that comes up.
It's like a quick thing. I thought that like.
No, you're talking
They
about how
force him? They forced the guy to do it, right? They pretty much picked for him.
Oberyn.
I don't think they could force him to fight for Tyrion.
Yeah, no. He goes to Tyrion and says
That he'll do it
because he got a chance to fight the Mountain.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that
He
makes
wants
sense.
to kill the Mountain.
That makes sense. I forgot
And
about
if the
that.
cocky fucker would have just fucking done what he was supposed to, he would have beat the Mountain.
Yeah. I remember that. But we were like, I was so excited for that fight, and then I was like, oh wow, he actually fought. Never mind.
Yeah, that's crazy. That'll be fun to watch, though.
Yeah. That's when we were still laying in bed watching in Mom's room too.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess that's it, right?
That's it. Anything else you guys want to say about these episodes?
I don't think so.
I really like these 2 episodes. Because like last week's were good, but they were kind of filler a little bit for Game of Thrones. And then these 2 episodes, I was like, both episodes, I was like, I just wanted it to keep going.
Yeah,
And last week, I was like, oh, okay, like I was fine with it ending.
You know, it's funny. As I watched them, I liked them, and as I was driving home, I was like, did much happen in these episodes? And then as soon as we started talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, a whole bunch of shit happened.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
That trial was really interesting to watch. Even though they're all just talking shit about Tyrion, it's still very interesting.
It was interesting too because they're not really lying except for Shay.
Yeah.
But they.
Well, you see Cersei's pissed off, and Jamie's like, "Oh fuck!" Like he feels really bad. It just kind of shows the whole family.
And Marjorie doesn't buy any of it.
She looks like, "Oh my god, this fucking family is crazy."
Yeah, they're like, my grandma killed them. Don't they know that?
Yeah.
But
The whole it's interesting seeing everybody's reactions to what's going on there.
Yeah.
Good whack job.
But alright, so thanks for watching Random Ramblings this week. We'll be back next week for episodes 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones. We'll get to see Oberyn get smashed. Please like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll see you guys next time.
I wish I had a big floppy dildo to pull out.